Hello and welcome to Ikebana.Insights. I am happy that you could join me again in the creation of another beautiful Ikebana arrangement. My name is George Lynley. I am a Master Ikebana Teacher in the Shizen tradition of Ikebana. The Japanese word Shizen means nature. I hope that our Ikebana arrangements will display the beauty of nature and help you to appreciate and relate to nature. Before we begin today's Ikebana explanation, I want to answer an email that I received from a viewer about Ikebana containers. The containers that we use in Ikebana are a little different from the usual containers or vases that are used in American floral arrangements. In Ikebana, we often use horizontal containers, such as this one, in which we can put kenzan. Here is a typical example of a horizontal Ikebana container. Such containers are usually 8 to 9 inches long, about 5 to 6 inches wide, and have side walls of at least 2 to 3 inches. When you find such a container, run your index finger along the interior bottom of the container to test for levelness. The interior bottom needs to be level without any bumps or valleys so that any kenzan that you place in the container will be secure and stable and not cause the arrangement to collapse. The Ikebana container should be of a fairly solid color without any designs on it, such as flowers or animals or people or houses. Also examine both the interior bottom and the exterior bottom to be sure that they are glazed and therefore will not leak water or sweat, which can damage any surface on which the container is placed. In the previous episodes, I explained how to create an upright arrangement and a slanting arrangement. In this episode, I will explain how to create a crossing arrangement. Remember, Ikebana arrangements, unlike most American floral arrangements, have a front and a back. So Ikebana arrangements are 180 degrees instead of 360 degrees. So the arrangement is created from the front, where I am, and is seen from the front. A crossing arrangement is created exactly like a slanting arrangement, except that it has two slanting elements. One element slanting to the right, and the other element slanting to the left. So the crossing arrangement has only two elements instead of the usual three elements. The two slantings cross each other to create an asymmetrical X. The measurement of the first stem is about 1.5 times the length of the container. So we'll measure it now. So this is 1. So this one is just about perfect. We'll cut just about 1 inch off of the bottom. Remember, face the arrangement. Oh, let's put our kenzan in first. We'll put our kenzan in, and then we'll fill the water up to the top of the kenzan, not to the top of the container, but just to the top of the kenzan. Remember, we use only cool water. We don't put anything in the water. The water is just cool, clear water. We don't put any other liquids in the water. Face the flower toward you, and in this arrangement, if this arrangement is to the right, then put the stem more to the right in the kenzan and push it down till you hear it, or till it won't go any farther, or you hear it click. And then in this arrangement, we bend it slightly to the left. So, to slant an arrangement to the left, the kenzan is to the right. Now the second element is the same length as the first element, but we're going to cut about 2 inches off of this one, so it's slightly only slightly shorter, and I think I need to cut it a little shorter. Remember, always cut long, because then you can always cut short. If you cut short, you can't add. Then we, again, with 2 hands, pierce it on the kenzan until it, and then until you hear it click, and then tilt it to the left. So if the stem that tilts to the left, the kenzan, the stem that tilts to the right, the kenzan is to the left. Then we want to put some spears in it, some iris spears, and this one is just about the correct length. So remember, always cut it straight across, not at an angle. Cut it straight across. Using 2 hands, pierce it. And let's see, we'll take this one, and we'll cut it just a little shorter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand this. The one at the back is taller in the kenzan, and the one at the front is slightly lower. And there you have the crossing arrangement. This arrangement style is easy to create. I have confidence that you can create it at home. Rewatch this episode. Pause it at each step of creation. Then follow my suggestions. Then unpause and go to the next step. Then pause again while you create the next step. Then unpause and go to the next step. If you have any questions or concerns about any aspect of this show or any other show, then you can email me at the e-address at the bottom of the screen. Ikebana can help you to relate to the beauty of nature, which is an important part of the reality where you live. And through relating to nature, you will perhaps come to understand the beauty of nature and what it can bring into your life. Until next time, I wish you happy Ikebana creating.